She brought home the crown, and we just were worried that we brought Zika to everyone else.
They went on a trip for a pageant and may have come home with more than they planned. An Arkansas City woman says she thinks she and two of her children had the Zika virus. She says doctors didn't test them. Fact Finder 12 investigator Devin Fastbinder looked into the reason.
Roger, this Arkansas City woman reached out to Fact Finder 12 asking why doctors never tested her and her kids for Zika virus. She says she was in a Zika-infested area, plus 4 others on the trip tested positive for Zika. I found in Kansas there aren't testing requirements. An Arkansas City family went to the Bahamas last month for a pageant. Its daughter won, but Brenda Falkenberg says soon the sparkle started to fade. She learned 4 others on the trip tested positive for Zika, and her family was getting sick.
We got home, and then I started getting sick. I went to the doctor in Ark City, and I was told by my doctor that in Kansas, they did not check for it because it would cause fear.
Her daughter Jasmine got sick too, and Falkenberg says doctors wouldn't test.
I asked twice. I took her in, and then 2 days later actually took her back, and I said I wanted her tested.
I contacted the Ark City clinic where Falkenberg went. It says all it can tell me is it would send out a Zika test if necessary. Necessary, however, is determined by the state. I found the Kansas Department of Health and Environment has no requirements for Zika testing. It only has guidelines from the Centers for Disease Control. KDHE gives approval for doctors to test for Zika, but the state won't tell me how many requests it's received or how many it approved.
I think if you went where the Zika is, and especially where we've had 4 around us confirmed to have Zika, we should have been tested.
That meets KDHE's guidelines for testing, which says travelers who are symptomatic after returning from a Zika-affected area should be tested for Zika virus. Even so, Falkenberg says she and her daughter were not tested. We also want you to know whether a person has Zika does not change how doctors treat them. Doctors treat symptoms with or without a Zika confirmation. We'll work to get more answers from the state in coming weeks.